Hi, kindergarten students. Welcome to Bible time. Here's my Adventure Bible. And the story we are doing today is way towards the back of the Bible in a book called Daniel. Are you ready to be amazed at what God is going to do in this story? Let's take a deep breath. There once was a king who had other men working under him. One of those men was called Daniel. The king said, "Daniel, you will be my top worker." These two men were very jealous of Daniel. They wanted that job. So they kept watching him to see, he must do something wrong so that the king will let us do this job. So they watched and watched and watched him, but they could not find anything that he did that was wrong until they saw him every day in the window of his house. 3 times every day, Daniel would pray to God. And the men said, that's what we will do. So they wrote a brand new law and they brought it to the king. And the new law said, everyone must pray to the king and only the king. If you pray to anyone else, you will get thrown into a den of lions. And the king said, "Yes, I will sign that law. That sounds good." So the next day these men are watching, and yes, Daniel goes to his window and prays to God. These men run over to the king and say, "Oh, king, remember that law that you signed yesterday? And that said everyone needs to pray to you and you only? And if they pray to anyone else, they'll be thrown in the den of lions." "Yes, we remember," said the king. "I remember," said the king. And the men said, "Well, we just saw Daniel and he prays to his God 3 times every day. So he needs to be thrown into the den of lions." The king said, No, I have to be able to change this law. This is awful. And he just tried and he read the law again and again, but there was nothing he could do to change the law. And so they had to go get Daniel. And they got him ready, tied him up to go into the den of lions. And the men rolled away the stone. And they were about to throw Daniel in. And the king said, "Daniel, your God, the one you pray to every day, will take care of you." The king went home. He could not eat supper. He could not sleep all night long. He was so worried about Daniel. He tossed and turned, and at the minute the sun came up, he ran over to the den of lions and went to the opening and called out, Daniel, did your God, the one you pray to, save you? And he heard Daniel's voice, and Daniel said, yes, my God sent an angel to close all the mouths of the lions. I am safe. And the king called some men to help Daniel out of that lion's den, and there was not a tooth mark on him. And the king was so relieved and so happy to see his friend Daniel. And he wrote a brand new law that said, everyone pray to this God who saved Daniel from the lions. Now I'm wondering, what would I do? Would I pray to the king because I would be so scared of those lions? Would I go hide and pray to God? I'm also wondering, how did that angel close the mouths of the lions? Is there an angel super glue? Or did the angel tame them so they were like pet cats? How did that happen? And was Daniel surprised? I wonder how many people started to pray to God after they heard this amazing story. I wonder if angels come and help me when I'm in a scary place. When I'm scared of the dark, are the angels there? I got lost in McGaffey one time, and it seemed like angels were there as I prayed and as I called people to come help and as I waited. One time I fainted in a gas station, and I couldn't see, I was still kind of out, but I heard a lady say, I'm a nurse, I'll be with you until your husband comes to help you. And pretty soon my husband and other people came, and I never saw that nurse. And I just wondered if that was my angel. So today I hope your family picked up your materials. If not, please pick them up tomorrow and you will find a coloring page to go with this story. As you are coloring, would you talk about the story the way I just did and ask your wondering questions and what you are thinking about and amazed about, and send me a video of you talking about the story and asking your questions. You don't need to send a video of the entire time you're coloring, just the talking, wondering time. I look forward to your video. Bye now.